left out there, and the biggest thing is showing them that if we make the plays we need to make, then we can easily be on a 4-game win streak.
How do you explain the turnaround for Darian? Before, he was hardly turning over the ball, and things have flipped around in this losing streak.
Well, the one thing you look at it, like, I've heard the questions, whether it's from management or whoever, every quarterback in this league has a day, and right now he's going through it. I don't expect it to last. Darian's still positive. He's still upbeat, and he's trying to solve the things himself. It's not like he's putting in any less work. Sometimes that's just the luck of the draw.
So you get questions from management. What kind of questions from management, and then who from?
No, I mean, you always get questions, whether it's not bad questions. That's what I'm just saying. We all have to answer questions. And when you look at it, like I said, every quarterback in this league is going to have an up and down game. Do you have to boost Darian's confidence? He's a very confident young man, but he's also the quarterback, and I think you always have to make sure that he has the confidence, because he has to play at a high confidence to be a quarterback.
Does the leash get shorter at all for Darian?
Well, the leash gets shorter for all of us. Darian's doing the right things. Like I said, I don't see anything that needs to be tweaked right now as far as Darian's play. A lot of things may be a misread between he and the receiver. Those are things that we're working on. If I don't want to look at it as a leash. Like I said, I had Darian in this morning. I told him he's still our quarterback, and I'm still going to stay with him.
Do you need Drew Willie to get more reps?
Yeah, I need Drew Willie to get more reps and a win out of the loss. Yeah.
Why did you feel it was necessary to talk to Darian this morning, just to reaffirm your confidence in him?
Oh, without a doubt. Like I said, we're all human. That's the biggest thing, and to let him know that, hey, these are the things that we're seeing, because this is an evolving team, and we are doing some positive things. And you don't want to ask too much too soon, because there are some guys that they're actually growing. So we need some guys that continue to grow to the level that Darian's used to playing at. So he can change some things. Do some audibles and do some different things.
The first 3 wins of the season, did they raise expectations a little higher than maybe what this team was?
Not for me. I mean, the simple thing is we knew we'd have some tough times. And like I told the guys today, if you look across the league, in both the East and the West Division, you have 2 winning teams at the top, and then you have the 2 losing teams or whatever. And it's only separated, besides BC, by 1 game. So, it's one of those things where the expectations, we wanted to be in the hunt, and I think we're still in the hunt right now.
Corey, as a coach, is there anything you do differently when you're winning 3 in a row as opposed to losing 4 in a row? Have you changed anything in terms of your approach to the team, whatever?
I think, no, my approach is still the same, still positive, still upbeat, and still showing the positives, because the one thing, if we went out there and I saw that this team was falling apart each and every game, then I'd be worried. But I see us getting increasingly better in different areas. We just have to pull them all together. Offense was good 2 weeks ago. Defense had its troubles. Now defense gave an outstanding showing last week. Offense had its troubles. So hopefully we get OD and special teams playing all together this upcoming week and get some wins.
How much does Bob Dyson, how much room is there to grow for him as a play caller in his first year doing it?
Well, the biggest thing is you also have to look at who you have, because we took the chance, and we have you got Taj in there, you got Jock Sanders. Those guys have to learn the playbook. They're not going to be G-Roy Simon or Arlen Bruce's off the top. So there's some things that he has to simply limit to make sure they're playing fast. He can call as much as he wants out of that playbook, but if they don't know what they're doing, it's not going to work. So the biggest thing is for him to, like I told him the first year, is it's a little bit of your playbook and a little bit of what they can do, to get those guys playing fast.
Who replaces Chroma?
At this point, Mike will rotate in there, and also Darren Stone.
When you look at the Calgary Stampeders, last time you played them, it was just that short period of time that didn't work out. Is that something you keep reminding the team was in the first, let's say, 45, 50 minutes, you guys had them under control?
We haven't even talked about them. The one thing, if you come in our locker room, we don't talk a lot about the opponent. It's about this team. Like I told them, we got to be very competitive within our own organization, and I think if guys start competing against one another and making the plays that they're leaving out there, I don't think we have to worry about the wins. I think they'll come. Like I said, it's 1 or 2 things that we're leaving out there on the field, and each guy has to just do his job, and I think we'll be okay.
A couple times you said to Carm Carteria in the postgame, in time, we'll be there. Is that just the message that you're telling this team? They're building towards where you want to be?
I'd never tell them that. I'd just tell you guys that. I expect for those guys each and every game, we're trying to get a win out of them. And like I said, I've been in this long enough, and so the other coaches, and I think everybody in this league sees that this team is doing a lot of good things to have 23 to 25 out of 42 guys on an open day roster. and we're doing a lot of positive things, and we should have more wins, and I think we'll be good as we go down the stretch.
How do you explain the fact the offense never got into the red zone against the Lions? Is that a great defense? Or is...
Oh, they have a very good defense. That's not a question. Everybody knows that. I mean, if you look across the board, if you can name one guy, the youngest guy may be Corey Chamblin. Other than that, you have guys that were playing when I wasn't even in this league. So they have more experience than I do up here.
With the youth on offense, as you were talking about, does that prevent you from being a little less or more aggressive on offense?
No, we're still aggressive. That's my message. We're going to be aggressive, but the biggest thing is you don't have to do a lot to be aggressive. We just have to make sure that we're executing the plays and being explosive. And like I said, we have some very explosive guys. We just have to make sure that they are, physically they're ready. We got to make sure mentally they're ready to where they know what they're doing on each and every play.
When you evaluate your team, how do you balance being an evolving team with your desire, your expectation to win every week? Is it you have to do a bit of a juggling act?
Well, no, the biggest thing is, we're winning in areas. We're not winning the overall game, but we're winning in areas. Special teams, we win. And if you look at stats, different stats are just different areas we're winning, but we got to win in all three phases. And that's the biggest thing. We may be winning 2 out of the 3 phases, different things, and we got to learn how to close the games. So other than that, like I said, I see a evolving team, but I see us winning in a number of areas. Like I said, last week the defense improved, and I think that was a win. So I'm grateful for that.
Going back to your point guard analogy earlier this year on Darian Durant, could he take it himself a little more?
That's one of the things we're asking him to do. Hey, you don't always have to dish it. Sometimes it's there, take it. And at the end of the day, he has to just have more confidence that he can take over a game, which he can. And it's a fine line, him taking over the game and doing things that he, to press and try to make things happen, and simply just taking what's there. So that's the fine line, and showing him what's there and having him to take it.
Why did you meet with Darian? Was that just out of the ordinary? Was that normally done from after a day off?
No, I meet with Darian quite a lot. We talk about, he's always able to, he wants to know what's going on from the defensive side. And it's not a confidence issue or anything like that. Darian's a growing quarterback, and I think the more knowledge he has on how this game is played on the other side, the better he'll be.